Today I'd like to motivate you all to think differently on the hypothetical decision to legalize cannabis. I will give you pros and cons to the decisions we face as a nation in hopes to further the legalization of cannabis. Information in this speech will bring understanding as to which stance you are more willing to take. Let's advance our knowledge in cannabis to help judge our choices in making it widely available while adhering to federal guidelines. Legalization of cannabis includes numerous medical benefits and reduces unjustly convictions. In hopes to further the legalization process of cannabis, we have to first understand the product, the genetic makeup, and then establish rules on how to conduct business in a manner of suitability, not only for the people but the economy as well. Firstly, we will identify the pros and cons of medical use of cannabis. According to the AAMC, the American Alliance of Medical Cannabis, research conducted has linked cannabis to stabilize blood sugars, lower blood pressure, and improve blood circulation, preventing and regulating diabetes. In the same article, research has found in many studies cannabis improves lung capacity rather than causing harm. It helps to lose weight, regulating insulin while managing caloric intake effectively. Cannabis shows it helps stabilize and regulates mood with endocannabinoid compounds, easing depression, anxiety, ADHD, as well as ADD. Research on CBD has shown to regulate seizures and bone mending process, according to the Bone Research Laboratory in Tel Aviv. The article goes on in health research that was positive for public health. The downside in medical cannabis is the ongoing battle with Big Pharma. While making it medically available, we can see the advantages Big Pharma lacks. Being widely available to the public, in an article on ThoughtCo by Tom Heed, he states 8 reasons cannabis should be legalized. In number 1 of his reasons, we have the battle concerning shaky legal ground. Ongoing to state in reason number 2, racially discriminatory. He states according to the U.S. Department of Health and Services, black people and white people use cannabis at roughly the same rates. And yet, black people are nearly 4 times more likely to be arrested for a drug-related crime. That fact is one reason Big Pharma has such a negative effects against medical advantage upon cannabis use. Let's switch our thought process. Let us envision branding cannabis effectively. When including the legalization of cannabis, medical and recreational, we see cannabis in a different light. Regulation makes marijuana for a safer use. Crime goes down, and there can be a positive surge in economic boost. While branding effectively and regulating purchases, we can reduce increased drug use by teens and their still developing brains. In hopes to legalize cannabis, we also need to understand how easily it is abused among illegal purchase and consumption. The NDAC has classified cannabis under a controlled substance due to the cannabinoids in THC. Though classified, cannabis has been proven to be highly effective when regulated. So we have understood the medical benefits alongside effective branding. If we then look to how cannabis can improve our economy while adhering to regulations, could we possibly then legalize cannabis? Many individuals understand cannabis is a multi-billion-dollar company prohibited by law due to the Prohibition Act. If our nation legalized cannabis, it would make for 100+ more jobs while increasing economic revenue nationwide. A study conducted in 2017 on mercywellness.com found that legalization at a federal level that year would have resulted in a generation of $131.8 billion in tax revenue to be collected between 2017 and 2025. The government would have approximately been able to generate $10 billion every year due to the reduced peak business tax rate. As stated on Cannabis Media, cannabis future alongside big businesses can hurt smaller mom and pop shops in competition. The competition will not be a factor. Shut out to state regulations or big businesses having deeper pockets force smaller players to leave the game, creating stability in a market leading to higher prices and limited in a market growth with accommodating accessibility. So in conclusion, although every state has different situations involved in pros and cons, research has proved legalization of cannabis has beneficial effects, that the pros highly outweigh the cons. Thank you.